The ice team have done a tremendous job through this event to give the athletes some top-class competition sheets. A great opportunity for these university players to play in these great conditions. Both teams came through nail-biting semis. Japan beat Canada, whilst Korea overcame Norway. Both sides winning by just a single point. So let's meet the players. Korea, represented by Jae-hee Jong, Min-seo Kim, Yoo-jong Shin, Jisoo Kim, and their skipper, Bobae Kang. Japan, represented by Ai Matsunaga, Eri Ogihara, Kohane Suruga, and their skipper, Yuina Miura. So the teams being presented to the spectators. Japan getting the go-ahead to start now.
So it looks like Japan's just going top forward to start off the game here. Draw play into the house. You might see a pretty simple, clean end here from Korea and Japan to start off the game.
Nice.
For draw late here, early on in the game.
These early throws in the first couple of ends, an opportunity for the players to judge how the ice is playing, how the stones are curling.
Yeah, you can see a lot of communication once the stone's in motion from the sweepers to the person in the head. Japan skip also keeping up with the stone here, just trying to manage it to the best of their ability. Forces Korea to answer here. They're looking to just roll out the rings and carry hammer through to the second end. Pretty confident with it here. Just cleaning it.
So they take it out. There's out as well, so it's a blanked end, and that means Korea hold the hammer. And explain why they wouldn't have been better off trying to take a point there. Yes, they lose the hammer, but they then have a point on the board.
Yeah, so they're looking to just obviously settle the nerves in the first end, but we'll either see a centre guard thrown here or draw top four again. Japan will look to get a pretty decent setup.
Ai Matsunaga gets us underway in the second end with Japan's first stone.
Just looking to throw the centre guard by the looks of it. Not a bad attempt, not quite on the centre line, so it is tickable. But we'll look to see Korea just throw the corner guard. Slightly overcurled.
라인 그대로. 하면 잘 가. 어디야? 아주 약해. 계속 와줘, 약해. 약해, 많이 약해. 약해, 유정아. 약해. 가야 돼. 계속 와야 돼. 가야 돼. 계속.
Right on that dot, on that left-hand side. Those dots used for mixed doubles.
Yep.
For placing or positioning the stones.
Yeah, so there's quite a lot of curl on the ice. There has been all week, so they look to get their guards quite tight to the rings, and it makes it really hard for the opponents to chase around the guards. Need to play a slightly lesser weight, more of a touch shot. Compared to the guard being quite long, it's easy to get around for most teams, especially with how powerful the sweeping is these days.
You guys finished 9th after qualifying. How did you find the ice? How did you find the competition?
Yeah, we had a pretty tough week, but we enjoyed every minute. The boys battled hard in every game, and we had a lot of tight games. We kept our hopes up and morale up throughout the week, which definitely helped. And we managed to finish off the round robin with a win against Canada, so finished on a high note at least. But lots of positives to take away.
And at this level and at this age, for a lot of the players, it's also about gaining experience.
Yeah, absolutely. We had quite a young team. This was for most of them their first major event, so it's good to get the exposure to an event like this, especially multi-sport. And for a lot of people, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. So they've definitely valued the experience this week. That's for sure.
Because you've been living in an athlete's village, effectively. It's not flash hotels. It's it's digs. In fact, it's the Turin University halls of residence.
Yeah, it's been good.
Eating in the canteen, the transport, the official transport's getting you around. It's kind of it's a mini Olympic Games. If you've never been to a World University Games, you've never experienced them. I think it's fair to say that.
Yeah, it gives the athletes a good taste for what the Olympics is going to be like, hopefully in the future. It's a pretty nice freeze there from Korea, drawing Japan and into the center here, and I just slightly bumped off there. Korea just looking to make the slight hit and roll on this. A couple of good control rocks on the forefoot here.
So nicely done by Japan, but how long's that stone going to stay there?
Should find out quite soon anyway.
I think Shim might change that in a few seconds.
Yeah, she'll just be looking to check here slightly to the right-hand side of this, kind of line up the red-yellow combination. Nose isn't terrible. Not bad.
There we go.
Pretty decent there.
Nice shot from Kim. We have two Kims, by the way. It's Min-So Kim, who's lead for Korea, and Jisoo Kim, who's third. So that was Shim throwing.
Japan just looking to come in and freeze this red, maybe a slight bump. It's also pretty good. A lot more stones in play this end, both teams taking each other on. Should be an exciting 8 ends anyway. Just a little bit light and a little bit tight there from Japan. Gives Korea the opportunity to bring another one round into the middle and put some pressure on here. Korea the whole week been pretty strong at scoring multiple ends, so Japan will be looking to minimize that as well this game. Looks like it's running on at the moment. Super standing off of it. Ticked off that corner guard there. Must have been slightly heavy. Japan got a bit of thinking to do here.
So halfway through this end, and it's difficult to work out how it's gonna turn out.
Yeah,
There's
Korea.
plenty of options there, aren't there?
Yeah, definitely. Korea's definitely got the upper hand so far. Japan, I think, looking to run this center red into the other red in the forefooot and pick it out. Which would be a very good shot. Slightly high at the moment. Caught it a bit too thin. Removes her own yellow from play.
I think they were attempting a double there.
Yeah, double takeout. Pretty tough shot, but she's missed on the right side anyway, and creates a bit more space potentially for their next shot, but leaves Korea again with this kind of almost free shot to draw around and put more pressure on, get their rock in a better spot.
조금 있어. 인데 잘 갔어. 라인 기다려줘. 열하나. 좀 박아야 될 것 같은데 많이 세. 라인 박는 라인이 없어.
Unsure if Korea are lying one or two at the moment. Definitely one.
뒤로 빼야 돼, 뺄 거면. 가야 돼. 그냥 가. 열하나까지 가.
It's just running on slightly heavy. Yeah.
오케이. 다리.
So another little half shot there. Butterfingers.
They make it look all so easy, the sweeping, the delivery.
Yeah.
You forget they're actually on ice.
Yeah.
We've seen the odd stumble, the odd fall, but I think it's difficult to appreciate how athletic they have to be.
Yeah.
And how fit and strong they have to be for the sweeping.
Yeah, there's a lot of time and effort goes into pre-season training to be match ready and competition ready when the season starts. That's a really nice shot there from Japan, just changing the angles a little bit and getting a yellow in front of them two red stones.
And it's also the coordination between sweepers as well. And you're both sweeping at the same time.
Yeah, working with your sweeping partner. It's not an easy thing to do, and feeding information to the person in the head as well, calling the line. Yeah.
Is that something you just develop through competition, or can you actually train for that?
Yeah, you can definitely train it. It becomes very instinctive once you have trained it quite a lot, but a lot of work goes into, especially where we work in British curling, team sessions and working on the communication between the thrower, the two sweepers and the person in the head. It's one of those things, the more you do it, the more you practice it, the better you get. Never going to be the finished article, but yeah, it's important to keep on top of these things. I think both these teams have played together for a wee while now, so they'll know each other pretty well, and they'll know all their roles and responsibilities and what they have to bring to the team. Korea pretty comfortable with how they're sitting in the rings here. Just looking to throw a tight guard. Pretty decent spot, maybe undercurled slightly, but yeah, Japan just looking to indicate it coming around the guard there. Maybe set shot rock after this stone.
So 2 stones remaining. It's down to the skippers now. Miura for Japan, Kang for Republic of Korea. At the business end of the end. And with 2 stones left, what are Japan going to try and do here?
I think they're looking to just draw right onto the touching the button, fully in the forefoot behind this red guard. You might see, I think there looks like a hole between the red and the yellow guard on the right. Japan might answer with a tap back on the outturn, depending on where the stone lands. Looking like they're reading a bit of curl here. Oh, just snuck past that corner guard there. Yeah, pretty decent effort. It does slip back T, so Korea can come to it. May also just
Can't quite make out whether it's 2 for Japan at the moment.
Yeah.
That's a good shot for us.
Just the
No,
one,
I
I
don't
think.
they do. It's the one, yep.
Yeah. Redstone just on the T-lines biting the button.
So what are Korea going to do about that?
Yeah, Korea's just going to try and draw another one in here, either freeze on top of it or a slight bump to maybe lie to again after the shot. Yeah, I think you can just see the Korean thirds there, maybe indicated back at the 8 foot, so back 8 weight and slight bump on the yellow to lie 2 points, keep the pressure on Japan. Definitely going to see a score this end. Doubt it's going to be a blank unless we have a miracle.
Comes the skip, 19-year-old Bobae Kang, who plays for Korea Open University.
계속 가봐.
Was fortunate enough to be in Korea last year for the World Wheelchair Championships, and curling's definitely grown a lot over in Korea. Putting a lot of time and effort into their training.
As you predicted, nicely done too, nicely delivered.
Yep, slightly lighter than the anticipated weight, but still a really good shot from Korea.
Now let's see where it stopped. It's going to be a difficult one to call, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks like Korea lies 1 again here. Japan potentially looking to maybe throw the guard. Make it hard for Korea to score 2 here.
So go defensive.
Yep.
No chance of a takeout. Yeah, curling, like a lot of the winter sports, got a real boost, of course, in 2018 with the Pyeongchang Winter Olympic Games.
Yeah, I believe that's where the World Wheelchair Championships last year was held, in the same building as Pyeongchang 2018. Really nice arena.
And that's what it's all about, isn't it? Building these new facilities, trying to create a legacy.
Absolutely.
Right, last stone from the Japanese.
Looking to throw a long guard here. Running on slightly at the moment though. Yeah. Done enough, covers that hole there.
Curling, it's not all about scoring points, it's also about limiting your opponent's opportunities for scoring points.
Yeah. Very, very strategic game. Quite a lot of people kind of call it chess on ice. So yeah, the skip's always looking to think 2 or 3 shots ahead. Korean skip looking here at the raised takeout on the red guard. There's not really much risk involved in this, but the reward is pretty good if she makes it. I think if she makes it perfect, she gets 3, so that would be a nice little number on the scoreboard to start off the game. Big confidence booster. Trying to curl this here. Ooh, she's actually knocked her own one out of play here.
She has.
I believe that could be a steal of 2 to Japan.
So that final shot doesn't go quite as Kang would have hoped.
Yeah, just under curl.
Let's have another look at it.
Right onto the yellow.
And push that onto the button.
Brings the red out.
And so Japan come away from the second end with 2. Go into the third with a 2-point lead over Korea.
Fighting here for 2 points.
Japan's women's best curling result at the World University Games until now has been a bronze. We have to go all the way back to 2007 for that medal. So this team have already bettered every other Japanese team at the Games.
Another great stone there from the Japanese lead. Korea again throwing the corner guard.
라인 좋아. 좋아. 올 것 같아. 비슷해. 라인 좋아.
비슷해.
5초 7반.
Yeah, good shot.
A tactic we've seen plenty of times.
Pan just looking to line these two stones up with a guard here, ideally on the centre line as tight to the rings as they can. Make it really hard for Korea to come round here.
The two leads doing what they do best.
Not bad. Slightly on the curl there, but pretty decent. Looks like Korea's just going to try tap this on the nose at back line.
Korean skip there with the stopwatch, just timing these stones as they come up the sheet, working out time and distance, giving them an idea of how fast the ice is playing.
Yeah, you should see the teams do that throughout the game, monitor the ice conditions, what it starts at the first day and maybe how it might progressively get slightly slower as the pebble comes off through the game. Pretty decent reply there from the Korean lead.
Clock in the bottom left corner of your screen, that's their thinking time. It starts on 30 minutes. Each team has 30 minutes of non-playing time, and it counts down.
Yeah, they also have one timeout each to use in these 8 ends, and if it goes to an extra, both teams get an extra timeout, and the clock resets to, I believe, 4 minutes roughly, I think.
That's right.
Yeah.
And the difference being that in a timeout, they can call their coach on to have a discussion, get his or her opinion.
Yeah, get a bit of a chat with the coach, or maybe just some calmer time, bit of appreciation. Shouldn't see that too early in the game. Normally see timeouts to the latter stages. Things are getting a bit tight. The shots are really crucial. Korea just looking to come round this corner guard. Should lie shot stone if they make it good. Slip slightly deeper than they would like, but not bad. Yeah, Japan look like they've got at least over half of this stone, so just looking to hit it on the nose or get a slight roll in. Looking like they're throwing a heavier weight, maybe a bit frost out here, a bit more curl.
Going for one of those red guards.
Yeah, gets by it nicely. Yeah, right in the nose.
Nicely done.
Yeah, it gives the Koreans an opportunity to freeze this stone here. Definitely lie shot.
Bronze medal matches have already been played and decided. Canada getting the mixed doubles bronze and the women's bronze. And Switzerland winning the bronze in the men's competition.
천천히 봐줘. 빨라 보여.
좀 더 가.
날려줘.
T.
아니야 언니.
딱 T.
라인 아니야 언니 거 아니야.
비슷해.
날려줘.
아니야.
세워야 돼. 오케이. 굿샷.
Yeah, really good weight from the Koreans there, just on the curl a little bit, maybe a little bit too much ice, or was maybe slightly wide of
과일 마를까?
the brush. Japan should have an opportunity to chase here.
そんな感じはする。できるか。
Actually just looking to peel the guard here.
88% total for Suruga, so numbers are good. Early days in this match, of course, but still.
Yeah, early days, but still shooting well at the moment. Slightly over curled here, hasn't rolled all the way out. Leaves another guard for Korea to just sling one round. An opportunity to lie to here.
라인 잘 돌아요. 잘했어. 라인 좋아.
Looking like he needs to go for a line here. Sweeper's working it hard. Just sneaks by. Again, a little bit deeper than anticipated, but still pretty good there where it is. Japan looking for the hit and roll to the center here behind this center guard on the yellow. Caught it a little bit thin. Rolls out the rings.
Just see how close that was to taking the second one out. One. Oh, it was quite far off, wasn't it?
Yeah. Gives Korea the opportunity to draw around this guard again. Put Japan under a lot of pressure.
Second of the end for Jisoo Kim.
있어 보여.
Sweeper thinking it's heavy so far, standing right off it. Yeah, just a little bit heavy again. Missed opportunity there from Korea to put Japan under a lot of pressure. Allows Japan to just come down into this kind of pocket and freeze. Reduce the scoring zone.
So up step the skips for their third end throws. Yuina Miura. All the Japanese players from Sapporo University. The early hours of the morning, of course, in Japan and in Korea, but I'm sure their families and friends will be up watching how they get on, cheering them on.
Great sweep there. Really good shot.
Nicely done.
Japan lies one after that. Seemed pretty happy with that there. Some smiles and high fives.
백티? 잠깐만. 그냥 프레스도 나쁘진 않아. 한 20보여.
1번 만들게 프리즈. 살짝 바운스까지 괜찮아요.
오케이.
He'll just be looking to follow that right in. Sit just on the nose of Yellowstone. And live shot. Pump it a little bit. It's also not terrible. Try to set themselves up to score 2, maybe force an error out of the Japanese skip.
Too much.
Yeah, sweepers were standing off that there a bit. Signaling that it was slightly heavy, but it's actually over curled. So Japan's still lying the 1 there. Looking to now reduce that scoring zone even more and draw one in behind this centre guard, right in the forefoot. Looking likely for a force here. Maybe even a steal. Sweeper's pretty happy with it.
Nice.
Okay, nice.
Well, pretty good for a final stone.
Yeah, be
And
pretty
now-
happy with that.
Now it's over to you, Korea. What can you do with that?
약하게 이렇게 묻는 식으로 해야 될 것 같아. 세게 말고 약하게. 2초? 일단 최대한 본 다음에 안 되면 여기까지.
일단 하나 먼저 따는 게 먼저니까. B가 바깥쪽? 네. 12?
Deliberation there from the Korean team, maybe just deciding what way they want to throw this, or if there was a potential they could actually make the hit and roll off the yellow on the button into the yellow at the side. Potentially score more than 1. As you can see, it's pretty well guarded. Not an easy shot.
And they've removed it, and they're going to claim that end. Certainly a 1.
I think it could be close for 3 here.
Let's have a look at it.
Yeah, just a 2, but it was a really clutch shot there from the Korean skip. Be happy with that.
So it's all square after 3 ends. Korea getting 2 on that 3rd end. And they go into the 4th end. Drawn on 2-all.
Some half shots here and there and really capitalized on some shots, so yeah.
So Japan with the hammer on this 4th end. Can they take advantage?
라인 그대로.
We'll certainly be looking to score.
라인은
Here
괜찮아.
in the even end.
이거 본다. 짧아
Scoring
보여.
1 is not terrible. 2 is probably what they want, or more.
가져! 좀만 더! 먹어야 돼!
조금만 더.
Korea just throwing up the center guard here. And Japan's went straight for the corner. Not even
별로 안 깊었죠?
contemplated coming around here.
Japan can't touch that for a few stones yet.
Yeah, 5-rock rule. No guards can be taken out of play until 5 stones have been played. It's quite a new rule brought in a couple of years ago now. Gives teams more opportunities to steal or force, definitely in the latter ends where it might be all tied. Coming down the last end when you don't have hammer gives you a slightly better chance at maybe stealing.
일곱도 괜찮아.
이거
와줘.
Both leads been pretty steady so far.
여덟. 아홉. 여덟. 잘 갈 것 같긴 한데. 여덟.
좀 크게 와.
아홉.
크게 와.
여덟.
사포.
봐봐.
어디야?
사포. 사포.
유정아, 유정아, 유정아.
그냥 사포. 아니야 왜 좋아?
4초
그냥
4.
사포.
라인 그대로. 그대로.
Well, Korea
조금 만져야 돼.
are in their third successive curling final here at the World University Games. They made that gold medal match in Krasnoyarsk in 2019, Lake Placid 2 years ago, both times having to settle for silver. So they are desperate to go one better this time.
Japanese here just looking for a freeze attempt on the Korean stone that's biting the forefoot. Sweepers look very happy. Skip looks happy with the line. Great shot.
잘 때린다. 5초 2반. 약해도 돼. 7 위쪽.
여덟. 아홉.
로바스 라인이야 이거.
아홉. 열.
기다려.
티.
아직.
듣고 있어?
아직 안 만났어.
열어봐.
기다려야 돼.
열둘. 빼기.
That stone just slightly heavier than what they maybe wanted. Gives Japan a chance to make the looking like the hit and roll potentially behind the corner guard here. Get some separation between their yellows.
So going for power, going for the takeout now.
On this one early, I think it's actually overcurled, yeah. Overcurled and hit center guard. Definitely not the desired shot there from Japan. Korea be able to just nose this one and take control of the end. Leaves Japan a bit of clearing up to do after this. Still early though.
Yep, just the 6 stones played so far in this end.
Koreans there just saying clean. Normally indicates that the stone is pretty close to being good. Not a lot of sweeping needed.
Now Korea beginning to build up a good, strong position here. 3 in the house.
Japan just looking for the double takeout here. Cut down the Korean stones in the house.
Yep, good shot from Eri Ogihara, could turn this all around.
Yeah.
Ogihara and Miura, both World Junior curling champions a couple of years ago.
I believe that was in Füssen, Germany, was it? 2023. Or was that?
22.
22. I actually think that was the one I was at. Should probably know that. But yeah, they've been to a few of these competitions, so they'll know what it's like. They'll have their routines and probably definitely settled into this final by now.
And that experience is a huge help.
Yeah, definitely. Also good if they've got a couple of new players on the team that maybe haven't had this experience yet. Helps them a little bit, gives them a bit of confidence and a bit of reassurance that they're with them. Another good shot there from Korea, getting some good separation in them reds.
8초 9반 많이 세다. 8초 9반?
8초 9반?
Japan here again looking for the hit and roll behind the corner guard, try force an error from the Korean team, maybe take two. Slightly over curled on them there, but not terrible. There's going to become a point where Japan just have to settle for maybe a blank here and stop going so hard for the two. Only 3 stones left to come from the Japanese team.
clean. Easy. Clean.
See the outside Korean sweeper there. Working the stone, trying to get a bit more curl on it. Get as much as the nose as they can. Same there with Team Japan, just slightly under curled and roll out the rings.
Lots of different styles of sweeping we've seen in this competition. Often depends on which part of the world the player's from.
Yeah,
how different teams prefer to do it.
Sweeping's become such a big influence in the game these recent years.
And it's not just sweeping style, is it? It's the technology as well that's changing things.
Yeah, absolutely. I guess you can all see that both teams have legalized broom pads on. That was brought in after some kind of information gathering about certain types of broom pads being maybe too abrasive and maybe taking the art of throwing a curling stone away, being able to really maneuver the stone. But yeah, definitely still do a lot with the stones here, which is why you see the sweeping playing such a big influence into making a shot perfect. Different teams have different styles, as you say, and yeah, it's whatever they find works best for them and the sweepers. Yeah, good shot from the Korean skip there. Leaves Japan the question, do they hit and roll in front of the red or potentially hit and roll behind the corner? They're trying to hit and roll in front of the red here. Make it pretty hard for the Koreans to then take their stone out of play. And still lie two. Brings a blank into play here.
Japanese came through their semi-final, 6-3 against Canada.
Yeah, it was a really strong performance. Canadians have been pretty top level all week, so Japanese would be pretty happy to win that game, get themselves into the final here. Just over curled a little bit there. Which again allows Korea to hit this on the nose and secure the force. Doubt Japan are going to take on a double to blank here. Taking 1 and 4 and going 3-2 up isn't the end of the world. Definitely don't want to lose a steal though, that's for sure.
back to 2.
Yeah, Koreans keep their cool there. They'll be pretty chuffed inside with that shot though.
So another hit and roll from the Japanese skip.
Yeah, this is the last stone, so she needs to roll slightly to the left here to secure 1 point. Don't think nose quite does it, so yeah.
If she rolls too far, the Japanese, the Koreans' second stone there could take the point. Yep. So Miura.
Both sweepers off it so far. Yeah.
So out it goes, so the point is Korea's.
Korea go 3-2 up after 4 ends of play here.
So a chance for the two teams to regroup as they go into the 4th end break. They've got a few minutes to catch up with their coach and come up with a strategy for the second half, the next 4 ends of this curling final. It's going to be Korea going first, with Japan holding the hammer. Seo Kim, the Korean lead, throws the first stone of this 5th end with Korea 3-2 up. Point advantage going into the second half of the game.
Yeah, both teams coming back on. Last 4 ends, refueled and ready to go and give it their all for these.
And you were watching their sort of half-time chats and discussions with the coaches and noticed there's different styles, different approaches.
Yeah, it looked like the Korean bench was kind of talking about some strategy. The Korean coach was kind of indicating about some shots and maybe talking about the ice. You see the Korean skip here wanting to get a little measurement tool out to see if this stone's actually touching the center line or not. Obviously the no-tick rule comes into play. If that stone is on the center line, then Korea cannot tick it off of the center line. If it's off, then they touch it. It's no big deal. Umpire just indicating that it is off the center line. Japan straight into this end, throwing the corner guard, looking to get a 2 on the board. Not off by much, mind you. Good start to the 5th end from the Japanese lead. It's been pretty solid all game so far.
So Japanese trying to keep the house open on this end, trying to score more points.
Maybe not so much open, no, or maybe want to get a few stones in play, but they'll definitely look to maximise having the opportunity with a hammer and score 2 here, whereas Korea are looking to force Japan to 1. If Japan were able to blank this, then they'd take the hammer into the 6th end, which is an even end and is more desirable to score 2 there. That stone slightly over curling allows Japan to potentially make the hit and roll behind their corner guard here and get a pretty good setup early. Didn't seem to be much panic there, but Japan's actually rolled out of play. This allows Korea to make an even better one here and get directly behind that center guard.
We had a class of school children here earlier on. I think during the break they've gone back to class. So I'm sure they were hoping for a whole morning off school, but
Just a quick trip.
just the hour.
Yeah.
But what a great way to be introduced to curling.
Yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of school kids around the facility, certainly the curling rink and the hockey rink all week, which is good to see that get to experience watching these events take place, and really good for Torino to actually be able to host this event.
And just brought some fun to the warm-up ends as well, because they were cheering the Koreans whilst they were warming up, and then when they swapped teams and the Japanese came on, they were cheering the Japanese as well.
It's always nice to play in front of a crowd, even if it's not family and friends. There's always supporters in here cheering. Just makes things a little bit better. So Japan making the roll there, not quite behind that corner guard, and also behind the tee, so definitely chaseable here for the Korean team. They'll look to roll back to the center here, try and draw play away from the wings. Good effort there. Not quite behind the guard, but Japan, by the looks of it, just going to ignore it. Potentially calling the hit and roll. Went with a hit and roll again here. Yeah, Japan's slightly struggling with the hit and rolls here. Rolled out on most of them, or under rolled on a few as well. So again, allows Korea to get rock placement in the house here and get one in behind their center guard.
웨이트 넉넉해. 8명, 9명, 10.
열은 기다려주면 안 될까?
라인 좋아. 웨이트 좋아. 라인 좋아. 8.
걸리진 않아.
Green sweeper maybe indicating it's slightly heavy.
오버컬. 세 보여 언니.
Just slips back tee there and over curls. So will be visible for the Japanese team. And it looks like they're just going to try and remove this from play. Maybe get a slight roll. Just deciding on what weight they want to play at this shot. Both sweepers on this one early. Needing it for line. Just ticks that center guard there. Which is ideal for Korea. Plays into their hands. Allows them to get another rock right into the top of the 8 or the 4 foot and really put the pressure on Japan here. Minimize that scoring area.
Shizu Kim
좋아.
with her last one of the fifth end.
7.
여덟. 티.
날려줘.
듣고 있어.
클린.
여덟.
야! 웨이트만. 라인 좋아.
웨이트 좋아.
웨이트만.
웨이트 좋아. 클린만. 가야 돼. 웨이트가.
얍.
Pretty good there. I don't know if they would place it any better. Maybe get it a little bit tighter in, but yeah, pretty good there.
見えてんのパッと1、3分の2。タップで
Forces Japan to run this Korean center guard into play and try and move some of the stones around. Look to at least get 2 removed here. Catches it a little bit thin, but gets a plan B option and removes the center guard from play. Korea probably just looking to throw another center guard here. Yep, just replace it exactly where it was.
여기서 이렇게 언더컬 먼저? 오케이. 딱 먼저 언더컬 빙. 딱 먼저.
See a couple of half shots from Japan's really changed this end around. Korea now with the upper hand here to force Japan if they keep making all their shots.
3. 라인만.
벙커 빠졌네. 파이팅.
타이트해서 잡아줘. 라인 잡아줘. 타이트하게 오는 게 나을 것 같아.
세우자.
By the looks of it, just slightly over curled there, which will allow Japan to potentially make a play on these reds in the house.
池田君出ていけるし、1個ロールからなんだよね。でもセンターに2つあるならちょっと怖くないか。
It's a tight shot though.
こっちの後ろの後はしっかり隠れてる。
Getting past the guard.
Looks like they're weighing up a couple of options to make the nose double potentially, or make the hit and roll, and also potentially lift the red in the full 4. Maybe not remove it quite from play, but push it far enough out that it becomes less of a problem for Japan here. Looks like one of the Japanese sweepers just feeding back the information of how much of the red they can actually see from the hack, from where they throw from. Defines quite a lot of how you make this shot, and is it possible? Taking pretty tight ice, so looks like they're going to be throwing a little bit of weight at this anyway.
Yeah, the view from the other end is difficult when you're down at ice level.
Yeah, it's a lot of different perspectives. Japanese third just lining up the angles.
And the placement of that broom head so that the thrower can see and have a target to aim for. Very important. Plenty of power on this. And it worked. Double takeout. Just on the edge. That outer circle for one of the reds.
Maybe caught it a bit thicker than they were anticipating there, but yeah, as I say, it's pushed it pretty far out. Again, though, allows Korea to bring another red round and again reduce that scoring zone. Another red in the 4-foot. Well, a better situation than it could have been.
Really good shot from Yuina Miura. And that's opened this end up again. stopped Korea suffocating this end, taking the points.
See the Korean sweepers trying to carve this stone, really try and curl it in, get it behind this red guard. Really working it hard.
Could really see what difference the sweeping makes with that. See that she really applied the pressure, it just swung left suddenly.
Yeah. You can see Japan still got a fair bit of that stone, so there's an opportunity here. Pretty easy open. Score one here and tie the game. Both teams pretty good for time as well. After about 14 minutes.
She's done it again.
Yeah.
Another lovely shot from Yuina Miura. We watch it come back in again. Nice takeout to claim the point for Japan and square the match. So it's lining up to be a close one. 5 ends played, Korea 3, Japan 3.
Sixth end here, Korea has a hammer. If we fast forward to how play could go, then Japan would have the hammer and then back to Korea in the 8th end. So Korea has 2 hammers to Japan's 1. So they, in theory, have 2 opportunities to maximize a multiple score end. So if Korea were able to score 2 here, force Japan to 1 and 7, then they have a pretty good chance of coming down the last end 1 up with hammer in an ideal world.
So all even at the start of the 6th end, 3-3, but Korea with the hammer is an advantage.
Definitely. You can see Korea here throwing the corner guard. They know they want to score 2 or more here, and they know how crucial that is for them. On the flip side, Japan know how much they would like to force Korea here, or force a blank if necessary. Potentially force 1 in the 7th end. Skip out to help here with some sweeping. And again, really nice tight corner guard there in the Korean lead. She's been setting them up well so far.
Nice, we understood that.
Yeah. Happy with that one. Smiles all round. You can see a really good setup there from the Japanese lead. Both stones line up perfectly.
Great total percentage.
Was that 98%?
It was.
Just another day at the office for this Korean league though.
비슷해 보여. 만져줘. 웨이트만. 웨이트 좋아. 걸라인. 8.
Yeah, really good freeze there. Weight control's been pretty good so far here. See there, that carving technique, really trying to curl that stone in to the desired spot. Team Japan just looking to follow this one in. freeze on top of the red. Running on them so far. Just a slight bump off there. Not perfect. Allows Korea to make a slight hit and roll here on the yellow stone. And put themselves in the driving seat. The angles will be in their favor.
The Koreans came through a very close, hardly fought semi-final. Eventually beating Norway by just a point in an extra end.
Yeah, it was a pretty close game, so it was. Went right down to the last stone. Put Norway under a lot of pressure, and curling gods were on their side that day. So just overruled here from the Korean team, allows Team Japan to potentially make a double here, or at worst case make the straight roll back to the red. As you can see, throwing a lot of weight at this. Definitely looking to remove both red stones from play.
Wow, nicely done.
Yep.
Great shot. She enjoyed that one. Well done, Eri Ogihara.
Big smiles there.
Setting up Japan nicely.
So a decent reply there from Team Korea. Removes the yellow guard and the yellow stone from play. Doesn't quite get the roll they would maybe desired with the red, but not bad.
Well, they've got plenty of thinking time there, 13 minutes or so each, with 2.5 ends to go, so there's nothing for them to worry about.
Japan just looking to guard that stone, or just draw front rings here. And she does quite nicely.
The Canadian bronze medalists. Nice to see them come and support the gold medal final.
Yeah, I believe the Canadian women's team are also a part of the Next Gen program in Canada. They get quite a lot of support staff help and coaching in their province.
Yep, from Alberta University.
Again, a really good shot there from Korea. Just doesn't quite curl far enough to get both of them out of play, but she's done a good enough job at cleaning things up. Japan just looking to draw around here. Get another one right in the top 4 or the button.
As a sport, it's certainly a good lesson in resilience, isn't it? Because you set yourself up, you put a few stones in the house, you're looking good, and then it's all wiped away by the opposition. You have to start again, maybe with a new strategy, new tactics.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
나이스. 이렇게까지. 9초.
9초 좋아요.
Good end there from the
어제에서
Japanese
느낌
third.
바깥.
Done all she can for her team.
Jizu Kim now with her last one of the end for Korea from Kyungjil University, where her teammate Yu Jong Shim also studies.
Looking for the straight raised takeout here from red guard to the yellow stone in the house. It's just slightly undercurled though, just peels the guard away. So again, Korea still on the back foot this end. Japan looking to replace that guard and keep the pressure on as much as they can. Japan were able to steal here this end. That would also be pretty crucial in for the game going forward. You can see the Japanese third there indicating with her brush where she wants that stone to be. And she's pretty much perfect there. Maybe overcurled slightly, but Korea's got a tough decision to make here if they're going to chase this yellow stone. It looks like they are.
How are they going to do it?
Looking like they're going to play a back line or a back eight weight and just bump it on the nose, lie shot after this. Then means Japan have to either remove it from play and chance losing a two. So this is a kind of all or nothing shot, last chance at putting an effort into to take two here or set themselves up for it. On this one early. Going for a line.
Not quite strong enough.
Yeah, not quite. They were on that one quite early. Must have thought it was tight for line, but it's actually undercurled. Curled a fair bit.
I wonder if that's actually made it more difficult for them to remove it now. But, we'll see where the Japanese put their last stone of this end.
Yeah, Japanese skip there has just looked to see if there is a hole between the red and the yellow, or the two reds, and I think she's pretty confident there isn't, so they can put this one top of the tee in the forefoot there. They're in a very strong position. Working this one hard, get it as far as they can. Not sure if they lie 2 or 1, but I think it's good enough anyway for the definite force. Korea just indicating there it may be coming off their own red stone to take out the yellow. Seems like the only way they can do it.
We'd love to have an overhead camera, but there's technical reasons with the venue that mean we can't. But And they're at the opposite end from our commentary positions.
Yeah, makes it even harder.
It does. But it's definitely a 1.
Yeah. There also is the outturn draw to the edge of the button, but a really, really tough shot. So Korea weighing up their options, and this seems like the easiest shot to score 1. See, the Korean third just indicated there how much of the stone they need to hit to get the roll over.
Kang with Korea's last stone. Can she make it count?
Curling this one early.
Plenty of power behind it. What about accuracy and direction? And it works.
Shot.
Excellent shot from the skip to get the point for Korea.
Really good throw and really well managed by the sweepers, and the third there with a really good line call. Puts Korea in front again.
Yeah, Korea back in front now. So 6 ends played, and Korea now with a 1-point advantage. Korea 4, Japan 3, 2 ends left to play. Lots of responsibility with those last stones, and you need to be an all-rounder.
Yeah, absolutely.
Never quite sure what sort of shot you're going to have to play in those with those final stones.
Yep.
7th end, Japan holding the hammer. Min-seo Kim getting us underway. And Yoon-gil Kwon, the coach, shot of him just there. A picture of concentration.
That Korean guard just maybe slightly longer than they would have wanted here. Japan's deemed it maybe not that good and has decided to come round the guard. They'll be looking to blank this end if they can and take hammer into the 8th end and score 2.
Nicely placed on the 8th foot. So we begin with the building blocks of the end. Both teams taking up their positions, placing their guards.
Yeah, Korea just looking to freeze this zone. Japan's just played. Yeah, it's a pretty good attempt. Bumps out a little bit, but still pretty good there.
Just the slightest of nudge.
But slightly over curled there. Maybe wanted to hold that one a little bit straighter. Sit more on the face of the red, but
살짝 박아도 돼? 박을 거면 우리 거. 지선이 거야.
바운스. 여덟. 아홉. 여덟.
I think the Korean throw there was indicating she thought she was a little bit heavy, and the sweepers are standing off from this one. Haven't touched it yet with the brushes.
여덟.
Seems to be coming in nicely though. Yeah, and you can see just bumps the yellow there on the nose. Slightly heavier than the desired weight.
ちょっと来て。ちょっと来てだって。そしてさ、ダブルとか怖いか。いや、悪くはないと思う。いや、ちょっと怖いね。慣れてんのか。このぐらいまで見える。こっちは確実に残るからね。で、シューターも残ればそんな嫌じゃないかな。死んでいい。あんま前切りは弱すぎか。だったら結構落としたい。でもさっきユイナのさ、トップ。
Japanese team probably just having a conversation around the stones in the rings, and do they ever maximize this opportunity with a slight miss from Korea there to maybe generate a multiple on this end.
やっていいんじゃない？私もそれでいいと思う。いや、これでこう開ければ最高だけど。
Couple just indicated there the potential double takeout in the reds.
That's why it's at this late stage of the game, it's an advantage to have plenty of time on hand.
Yeah.
They've got good 10 minutes still. Don't want to rush anything. Want to be sure of their decisions.
Yeah, really tough shot, as you can see there. The red and the 12-foot circle actually kind of overlaps with the red guard, so can't see all of this stone, so they're going for it anyway. Good effort there. Korea not looking to remove any stones from play here at the moment. They're just looking to freeze the pocket. Them two yellows make it really hard for Japan to remove their stone. Hopefully give them a chance to build something. Still looking to get the force here and retain hammer into the 8th end. Good sweep there from the Korean pair. Stones maybe just slightly overcurled and slightly short of where they would have wanted. And Japan just looking to peel this center guard and open things up. Again, saying just clean normally indicates they're pretty close to making the shot, and you don't need to really work for it too much. So removes that guard from play there. Koreans now making use of that red that they've just played there, looking to hit it on the nose, remove the yellow, and might actually spring the red there across onto the face of the other yellow and set themselves up. Nicely done.
One Japanese stone removed then
10번.
from the center. One remains. Plenty of stones still to come though in this end.
섰어요, 섰어.
Japan should be able to get the double takeout in the reds here. Looks pretty natural. Maybe just slightly high over the nose here. Slightly on the left-hand side. Should get both the Korean reds going. Could maybe squeeze onto the red on the left-hand side on the way by, but main thing is we get both these reds out of the front of the house. She actually does touch that red stone on the wing there. Japan now lies 2.
Anything you can do, we can do better. That's the message they're sending.
반대쪽으로는 안, 그럼 슈터 날아가나?
어디로?
앞에 거 더블은?
Nice to see the smiles and the enjoyment of playing.
근데 이쪽 맞으면 날아갈
Helps performance, doesn't it, if you're relaxed?
이렇게
Yeah,
근데 이게 좀
play better curling when you're enjoying it.
슈터 살리려면 10초인데 약할 수도 있어. 안 발려.
이렇게는 안 돼? 아니 앞에 거 두 개.
그러니까 이거 이렇게.
아니 옆으로 2개.
아니 발 커.
이렇게 날리자 이렇게.
여기까지도 괜찮아.
오케이. 라인 근데 범위가 너무 넓지 않아?
10.
10? 더 세야 되지 않을까?
슈터 날라가 그럼.
그럼 날라가. 뭐가 먼저야? 뭐가 먼저야? 살면서 버블 치는 거.
여기 이 정도예요.
오케이.
더블이 먼저인데 슈터를 살아야 되긴 해. 아니 난 슈터 사는 게 먼저.
자신 있게 일단 살리면서.
그래 얘를 이걸로 보자.
차라리 그게 나을 것 같아.
10.
Korean skip just indicated the hit and roll there. They were also deliberating about the double takeout, but seemed to have not went with that option.
비슷해. 안쪽 더블.
Just the one takeout.
Yeah, it's over curled on there. Must have threw that one a little bit tight, but yeah, not the end of the world. Pretty close to that other yellow on the way by.
Japan with the advantage of the hammer, of course, this end. Wow, Japan back on 3 now.
Yeah, really good sweep there from Japan to hold that line there. They were working hard for it.
And as often happens, it will all come down to the 2 skips now.
Korea still looking at damage limitation here.
So if you're Bobe Kang standing there looking over the house, how would you play it?
Yeah, I don't mind what she's going for here. Looking at the double, and almost looks like if she hits a stone on the high side, she could be pretty close to getting all 3 yellows going here. But yeah, removing 2 is definitely needed. Really looking for the force here, but Japan's been pretty strong all end and have put the Koreans under some pressure. So we'll see what we get here.
Wow, a double takeout.
Yeah, just the double takeout there, but still pretty good. Again allows Japan to now draw into lie 2 again, but not line 3 against anymore, so it's a slight bonus in it. So Japan just looking to draw this stone in behind the red counter. Top of 8, maybe biting the 4-foot. Not too deep that Korea can then freeze onto it. Trying to really curl this one in here. Across the center line.
Japan replaced that stone that Kang took out earlier.
As you can see, not quite curled behind the red stone there, so potential of a hit and roll behind their own stone or the double. It's been a few stones under curled so far. Don't know if there's just a difference in the ice today or maybe just trying to error on the right side, but yeah. Outside sweepers definitely have to work hard to curl these stones. Bit of a mistake there from the Korean team, actually rolling away, allowing Japan for effectively a free draw into the 8-foot to score 2 here. Definitely not what they were looking for.
Skip Miura of Japan looking for 2 on this end.
Sweeper standing off this one. Yeah, pretty happy. A little bit heavy, but she uses the backing. Secures 2 points there for Japan.
So suddenly Japan go ahead. From a point down, Japan are now a point up, 2 on that 7th end. And now suddenly it's Korea that have to come back with 1 end remaining. Korea 4, Japan 5.
Deal, then they will have the hammer in the extra end. So, all or nothing for both teams here, pretty much. In a really tight game so far, back and forward. All game. Really working this one hard to get to the center line.
So Ai Matsunga gets us underway in this final end. 8th end, everything to play for. Koreans need 2 points to win gold, 1 point to force an extra end.
Korean skip out to help again with some sweeping. Must be feeling the cold down there today.
Matsunaga with her second, and potentially her last of the match.
4 いやいいよラインいいよ
Her job is done there. She's done all she can. So, a very good game for her so far. Koreans need to work this one hard. Looking a little bit light. Good effort, but does allow Japan to now draw one round even better and set themselves up well. As you can see, they've effectively got a double center, and they're counting that red stone as a third guard, so get one in a nice spot here. They'll set themselves up nicely.
Japan know that they just have to defend that 1-point lead. They also know Korea has the advantage of the hammer.
Yeah, a lot easier said than done anyway. But yeah, pretty decent stone there. She's been drawn well all game. Just slips back T, but still pretty good. Korea now having to peel here. I think they were going for the multiple peel there. But just under curls and only gets the one. Actually holds her shooter on the 4-foot line, so looking a little bit messy for Team Korea so far, but still time. Japan just looking to replace this guard, keep the Koreans out of the houses for as long as they can. Got a pretty decent steel stone there on the button, so they'll be looking to defend that. Seem pretty happy with that one there. Serving its purpose well.
So let's have a look at how we're set up there at the house end.
Yeah, so it's
plenty of
Japanese
guards from the Japanese.
Yeah, slightly under curled. You can see there's a little bit of an angle on it, so it makes the double peel a bit easier than normal, but still a really tough shot. Korea will be looking to remove both yellows from play here. And she does so nicely.
They do just that.
Rolls for another corner guard as well. Gives them options to use it if needs be. So yeah.
Excellent shot.
Kept cool during that one. Again, Japan throwing the center guard. Holding firm here.
Japanese vice steps up. Kohane Suruga. Little ripple of applause.
Bit of appreciation there from the fans. Guard slips slightly deeper than maybe they would have wanted. I think Korea's trying to Peel this one across the face onto the red, and if they get it right, might even get the back yellow. Doing this one to curl a little bit for them. And just a single peel there. Not quite that we're looking for, but it's okay. Forces Japan to make another good center guard here. Normally pretty simple shots, but under this amount of pressure, needs to be pinpoint where they want it.
But Japan's women's best result at the World University Games is a bronze. That was back in 2007. So they've already made history by making it to the final. But now Japan within touching distance of gold.
Yeah, so that guard's under curled there, and it's left a port. Korean skip there indicating they could in fact come through the hole here and run the red onto the yellow. That would put them in the upper hand. Y2 would be good enough to win this game. But yeah, after this, still 2 stones to come from each skip.
느낌 바꿔줘, 느낌 바꿔. 넣어줘도 괜찮아.
Kim getting her instructions from the skip, Kang. Nicely done. Korea
Really
can
good
breathe
effort.
again.
Just over curls a little bit, as you can see. Timeout here from Team Japan. Crucial point of the game for them, weighing up their options.
So 2 stones left for each team. Japan with the point advantage. Korea with the advantage of holding the hammer.
Also an opportunity for the Korean team to talk to their coach while Japan has a timeout, weigh up their options.
Yeah, it does work both ways, doesn't it? You call your timeout, but it also allows the opposition to rethink things and talk it through with their coach as well.
Yeah, it's another rule I believe that's been brought into play in recent years, and also both teams are able to speak to their coaches between the ends in their minute break. Pretty quick timeout there from Team Japan. They seem quite content with their shot call. Just going to remove this red from play and either hit it on the nose and look to roll into the rings and lie one still.
So the 1 point for Korea will allow them to force an extra end with the scores tied. Just inside the rings for the Japanese stone.
There was a bit of panic in that line call there, and rightly so. A really crucial shot there. I think they were trying to hit it on the nose, but they have in fact rolled into the rings. Potentially gives Korea the opportunity to draw behind these guards and place a stone better. And that Japanese stone biting the 12-foot. Seems like they're looking at tapping this red into the rings. Not easy in any way. Need to get the line and the weight right here.
What about just going straight up that centre line? There's a draw.
Yeah, I guess they've maybe taken into account that with how high the guards are sitting and the amount of curl, this is the easiest shot for them. If they can tap this on the nose or behind the yellow guard, Japan then need to make a chase through a tight port or run their own stone. On and off here with the line calls, must be close.
Taps made.
Yep.
How far will it roll?
That's a brilliant shot.
Yep. Makes it into the 4 foot.
So this yellow guard is pretty high, it's not too tight. Japan might have a chance to chase this red stone on the out turn. Maybe a hack weight or a backline weight. Playing against the game here though. If they miss, leaves Korea an open draw to the full 12 foot to win.
So now suddenly Japan are going from a mindset of trying to just hold on to that 1 point advantage. They now need to be very careful that they don't allow Korea to get 2 and steal this match from them.
Yeah. Although they've played a pretty good end, a couple of the guards maybe been a little bit tighter than they'd wanted, actually allowed the Koreans to bail out and have now put themselves in a good position. Really working this one hard, on it from the start. Off now.
For the takeout, good shot. And now Japan are on the up. One final stone for Korea. The pressure is on their skipper, Bo-Bei Kang.
Yeah, it means at best now Korea can only get the extra end. At worst, Japan could take the win if they don't make this perfect. So still a lot of pressure on this Korean skip to take our team into the extra. Although the stone's pretty open, still needs to make it good. Plenty of time left on the clock to settle the nerves and get in the zone.
Kang throws the final stone of this 8th end. She throws to keep Korea in the game. And she's done it. It's a point for Korea on this 8th end. And that means an extra end with the scores tied at 5-5. Phew, edge of the seat stuff.
I know, 2 extra ends in a row for Team Korea here. As you said, won their semi-final by stealing in the extra end. We'll be looking to do that again this time. They've done it once, we'll hope to do it again.
We go into an extra end with the score even at 5-all. The Japanese with some good draw percentages there. Koreans better takeouts.
Yeah, not much in it at all.
Not really.
Team Korea will be looking to put up double centers here. It really needs to be on the center line so Japan cannot tick this stone and open up the rings. Japan looking to come straight round. This guard here thrown by Team Korea right into the center on the button. Decent attempt there from Team Japan. Slipping just back T, but Korea will be throwing another guard here. Because they do need to steal in this extra. Yeah, not a bad effort. It's always hard throwing that long center guard. You just need it over the hog line and no more. Not a lot of room for error. And again, Team Japan looking to make Korea's job really hard here in the extra. Draw another stone into the center. Looking a lot heavier than they would really wanted. Just sweeping it right through so Korea doesn't have any backing to come to.
자신 있게 핸들 자신 있게 뒤로만 안 가게.
Korea looking for the freeze here on this yellow stone. If they can freeze on top, they'll be shot stone over Japan. Oh, really good effort.
Just that final curl onto the button.
Yeah. Just done that a few times anyway. Japanese skip lining up the double peel here, as you can see. There's only about the length of a brush between them two stones, so. Wow, great shot. Makes a double peel.
Korean guards removed.
Rolls away from the center line. That's probably as good as she could have made it. Nerves of steel.
And all smiling, Ogihara.
Korea looking to put up the center guard again here. This one looks like it is slipping deeper than they would really want. It's slipping into the ring, so. Gives Japan the opportunity to lift everything away here. Hair high of the nose and get everything going.
They could clear the house here.
Yeah, they could. Themselves in a really good position.
Ogihara launches a good, powerful shot. Oh, just the one.
Yeah, just misses the red and yellow on the button, but does a good enough job at removing that counter from in front. Korea again just looking to throw this center guard, wanting it a bit longer so that it makes the run back really difficult. They'll be guarding for their life for the rest of the end by the looks of it. Not too much sweeping going on here. Seem pretty comfortable the weight, just maybe trying to get it to curl a little bit more.
안 돼, 안 돼, 안 돼, 안 돼. 너무 세.
That one slipped in again there. Another kind of half shot there from Team Korea.
That was the shot we were expecting earlier.
Yeah, I mean, pretty good there. Team Japan have, though, left that pretty much a center guard in front of the ring. So in an ideal world, they'd look to make that shot over the face of the two stones and roll their shooter away, but just over curled slightly. So Team Korea looking to draw around this and get another good rock and a good spot here. Keep Japan under pressure. So a little bit heavy on that one there. Taps the yellow back. Leaves Korean stone behind the tee line. Japan just looking to peel this center guard. Understanding that red isn't in an ideal spot for Korea, so they can just clear up what's in front of the house. Keep things out of the eye line. Made nicely there.
So it's back to the skippers, the final 2 stones for each team. It's the deciding end. Gold medal at stake.
Korea just looking to draw their stone into the front of the 12-foot or as tight to the rings as they can. Maybe tempt Team Japan into making the run back. Again, working this hard to curl it. She's done a pretty good job. Japan calling the timeout here. Needing some words of wisdom from their coach.
So they get an extra timeout in the extra end.
Yep. So I guess what they're trying to decide is if they chase that red stone or peel the red guard again.
For the Japanese coach, it's a long walk, was it, about 45 meters or so?
Yeah.
to the house that she hasn't really been able to see except on the TV coverage on the big screen. So
only 15 seconds to get there. Coach travel time as well, so better have our walking shoes on today.
Well, you're a coach. You're looking at that. You've got 2 stones left. You need the point. What do you do?
Yeah, I quite like the idea of peeling this guard. I mean, Korea's got a really tough decision to make if they bring another one in tighter to the rings, tempt Team Japan into the double takeout, or they have to throw another guard, and kind of allows Team Japan to make that in-turn draw to the red with backing, or maybe play a hack weight and remove the stone from play. They do have another counter, where Team Japan has another counter at the back of the rings, so it could be a savior for them if they need it. But yeah, I quite like this call. clean calls again, so it must be close. Yeah, she's made it nicely. Korea's turn for a timeout now. Her coach is actually at the end of play, so he knows what's going on and he's already there.
They have their last stone of this gold medal match. They don't want to rush a decision. They want to be absolutely 100% sure that what Kang plays is what they really want.
Yeah, as you can see the team listening to what the coach is exactly saying, where he believes the best place to put this stone is. How to leave the opposition the hardest shot possible for the win.
It's about defending their position in the house.
I think where the Korean third has her brush is a really good spot to put that stone if they can. First indicated maybe bringing their stone to bite the forefoot on the center line, but that could potentially leave Team Japan an easy nose hit on the red to the left of the forefoot. So yeah, tough choice to make, but Kang has to make it as well.
좀 빠지는 것까지 생각해서 공반 1. 좀 안 나가는 것 같긴 해요.
죽었어 얼음은? B는 약한 거. 여덟 아홉. 여덟 아홉. 웨이트 많이 세. 아홉은 기다려줘. 여덟 아홉. 열. 아홉 열. 뒤로 올게. 아홉 열. 뒤로 올게.
확실히 어디야? 기다리면 될 것 같은데.
A lot of communication here between the sweepers and the third.
기다릴게.
Haven't swept it yet at all. It looks like it's there on its own. They're asking that to sit.
Oh, didn't need a sweep, needed nothing. Perfectly done from their skip, Bobe Kang. And now Korea, all they can do is stand back and watch the Japanese deliver their last stone.
Maybe went slightly further than they would have wanted, but yeah, still forcing Miura to play a pretty tough double takeout under a lot of pressure.
Skip Yuina Miura of Japan looks down the sheet, knowing she needs a double takeout here. Tough shot at the best of times, especially under this pressure. If she succeeds, it'll be gold for Japan. And Japan win their first ever gold medal in the women's curling at the World University Games. A fabulous takeout from Yuina Miura, the Japanese skip. And it's smiles and celebrations all round. Such a closely fought fight between the Koreans and the Japanese. And you have to feel for Korea. It's their third successive World University Games finals, and it's been silver every time, and it's silver again in 2025. And at last, a chance to release that pressure. The tears are coming.
Yeah, you can
and
see.
It tells you what it means to these athletes.
Absolutely, yeah. I was just going to say, you can see how much it means to them. They're a really hard-fought week and a really tough battle there for both teams in the final. But yeah, what a great game. Really tight, right down to the wire. And Japanese skip kept her cool there. So she'll be pretty chuffed with that.
A couple of Japanese flags have been raised amongst the spectators. And so Japan celebrate a gold medal in their first women's curling final at the World University Games. It's going to be silver once again for Korea's women. And yesterday, the bronze was taken by Canada. So that's how we end the women's competition here at Torino 2025. But there's still one more final to come. It's the men's in a couple of hours' time between the USA and Norway. But congratulations to Japan on their gold medal, and also well done to Korea for giving us a fabulous final. Thanks to Niall Ryder for joining me in commentary, and good luck with coaching the Great Britain men's team in the coming season and for the end of this one as well. So thanks to Niall. From me, Alec Wilkinson, for now, it's goodbye.
Cheers.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now going to begin the medal ceremony for the curling women.
Time now for the medal presentations. The Tazzoli Ice Arena that has hosted the curling over the last 12 days.
The medals will be presented by
Lots and lots of curling with the qualifiers in the men's and the women's and the mixed doubles. But this is now the climax of all that hard work from these female athletes.
The mascot will be presented by the Pinerolo's mayor, Mr. Luca Salvai. And the Torino 2025 Organizing Committee Deputy Institutional, International and Physical Relations, Mr. Roberto Outerigno. Third place and bronze medalist, Team Canada.
Congratulations to our bronze medalists. Canada's women celebrating their second successive curling bronze at the World University Games after their bronze in Lake Placid in 2023. They had a great competition. Qualified third with just 2 defeats, making it through to the semi-finals. And yesterday put in a terrific performance in the bronze medal match to beat Norway and take that bronze medal.
Second place and silver medalist, Republic of Korea. Represented by Bae Kang, Is-ho Kim, Hyun Shim, Min-seo Kim, Yahi Hong.
For the Republic of Korea, it was a third successive women's final at the World University Games, and for the third time running, it's a silver medal. And that gold medal match was only their second defeat of the whole tournament. They came through qualifying, losing just once. They've had a terrific run of things. So many of their games really edge of the seat stuff, dramatic. Both their semi and this final going to an extra end.
First place, gold medalist and Torino 2025 FISU World University Games Winter Curling Women Champions, Team Japan.
Our gold medalists from Sapporo University in Japan.
Ogihara, Rin Suzuki, Ai Matsunuraga.
Japan's women competing for the first time at a World University Games curling final, and they managed to seal the deal. So congratulations to Japan with their first gold medal in curling in the women's competition at the World University Games. After a nail-biting gold medal match against the Koreans, taking it all the way to an extra end, in the end taking it 7-5. And now time for the photos. Time to go off and do some interviews, and then they can finally relax, let their hair down, and start to celebrate their huge achievements here at Torino 2025.
Post jucundam juventutem, post molestam senectutem, nos habebit humus, nos habebit humus.
Ubi sum qui ante nos, in mundo fuere, ubi sum qui ante nos, in mundo fuere, vadite a superos, transite ad inferos, ubi a fuere, ubi a fuere.
Viva l'Accademia, viva il professore, viva l'Accademia, viva il professore, viva il membro qualiber, viva il membro qualiber, sempre si flore, sempre si flore.
The FISU anthem wrapping up this medal ceremony from the Tazzoli Ice Arena, where we've been gifted a really entertaining women's competition in the curling.
Silver and gold medalists.
It's Japan with gold, silver for Korea, and bronze for Canada.
Ladies and gentlemen,